Hello and welcome to your first video. This is a re-recording of what was presented in class for the first 10 items on the Pixlr tool list for the assignment. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the program again so that you can see the different parts and how they work, and then I will cover the first 10 tools here so that you can have a complete demonstration list of the tools. So first off, you have your basic file, edit, image menu. This is common to all computer programs. Lots of useful information here, so I'll have you working with those in your assignments. And then below that list you have the tool menu, which is based on how which tool you have selected here. So if I change the tool, you can see that menu will change. That is just below based on which tool. So this gives you different options for each tool. Over here to the left you have the tool menu. There are approximately 29 items here that you can use to edit your images. You have your workspace in the center, which you can see I have the basketball from the original demonstrations pulled up inside the workspace, and this is the area where you edit your images. You also have on the right these three windows. Here you have your navigator, which allows you to zoom in and zoom out with the slider here, and once you are zoomed in you can grab the selection pane inside the navigator window and move your workspace around easily there. This also is a layers window that allows you to create layers, which then you can edit your image without changing it. The original image, you can edit layers on top or rearrange layers, rename layers, that sort of thing there. And then you have your history tab, which allows you to move back and forth in the actions that you've taken with your image to the whatever point you're at, so that you can go back and forth, and if you make a mistake you can go backwards in time to fix that mistake with the history window. Now if you ever lose one of these windows, let's say you accidentally close a window, you can go to view and select whatever item it is that you need to review, and it will show back up in the workspace. Similarly, you can also switch your work to full screen mode, which it's outside the recording pane here, but for those that need that, you can go back and forth from full screen mode so you can take advantage of the available screen space. So let's get into the tools here. We have the crop tool. This allows you to select a portion of an image, and then when you hit once you select whatever part you want and you hit enter, it crops everything out of the rectangle that you create so that you can have only what is selected. Let me go back in time here and zoom out. So that's helpful if you just need part of an image. You can open an image as a layer, that sort of thing, and just crop out the piece that you need. The move tool works with the selection tools. This allows you to select an area, the marquee tool. So my active selection is actually inside there. Let me switch to the background so you can see when I move this piece around with the move tool, it actually takes it out and moves it to a different area of the image. So it allows me to move selections. Again, the marquee tool allows me to use the menu here to make different selections. So you see the marching ants around the selection that is the active area. So if I want to work outside of that area, it will not allow me to, but it will allow me to work inside that selected area only. Other selection tools are the lasso tool. This allows me to draw a selection. So I can freehand draw a selection. The wand tool allows me to make selections based on color. So if I want just the white and I'd like to remove that, I can remove color. I can remove parts of an image based on color, or make selections based on color. So another use of this is I can hold down the the Shift key and add to my selection with this tool, so that if I want to move parts of an image around, I can take those out based on color or whatever selection I made and move those around. So that's the first 5 selection tools there, very powerful tools that you can use. The next 5 are fairly straightforward. Let me click off the selection here. The pencil tool allows you to draw. Some of you have experience with that. The brush tool is a little bit larger and a little more dramatic effect. An eraser tool allows you to erase parts of an image, take it out, clear that part of an image based on your drawing. The paint bucket tool will allow you to paint in a color area. Again, you can change the color based on this tolerance level here. The lower the tolerance, the less colors that are going to be painted. The higher the tolerance, the more colors are going to be painted. And the final tool for this demonstration is the gradient tool. It works by clicking, holding, and dragging, and then when you release, you create your gradient over top of your image. You can do this as a layer underneath an image or over the top. You can change the transparency or the opacity of the gradient and see how that affects it. So play with those tools there. So those are the first few tools and a little demonstration of the overview of the program. The remaining videos, other 2 videos, will show you the remaining parts of the program, so you have a full video demonstration you can refer to for Pixlr.